welcome. Well, I have to tell you, Valentine's Day is my all-time favorite holiday. I love it because it's about flowers and love and candy, of course, which is always great. And it's just fun. So I hope you enjoy your bundle this week. And I obviously chose flowers that were pink and red based on the holiday, but I think they look good, you know, even if you aren't into it, just to enjoy in general. So anyway, let me tell you what I was thinking about doing with the flowers this week myself. So I wanted to do sort of one big cool arrangement, which could go you know, on the center of your table if you're having a dinner or in a foyer or somewhere. And then, of course, a little arrangement. And that's where the candy's coming in. I'll show you that in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do is take, well, I already did it actually, so I shouldn't say I'm going to do it. I took 2 of my aspidistra leaves. I trimmed off the bottom of them, and I just am twirling them into this large glass vase I have, okay? This is a neat look because it covers the stems and just makes the glass vase a little bit more interesting. So now I have those in there. The next thing I'm going to do then is take 2 stems, I think I just have 2 stems here, of these James Story orchids. I love these guys because they're red, they're cool looking, James Story with a double I, which is interesting. Also sometimes called arachnia, which is like spiders, obviously, which I think makes sense when you look at them up close. And they're orchids, they're red, it's fun, and you know, they're a little bit more expensive, so we couldn't do such a bulkier bundle this week when we used these, but I thought that they were kind of exotic and fun, so that's why we chose them. So let's see here. What I'm going to do is I took the water tubes off of the orchids, which you'll see I'm going to use one of them later. And right now there's a little lateral piece here that I'm going to trim off. Could have done this before, but let's see. There we go. And I'm going to save that for my mini arrangement. Then what I'm going to do is give the end of the orchid a little trim, same here, plop it in like this. So these are just sort of flying out. All right. Leave them like this for a second. Then I'm going to pick up my next flower, which are these incredible pink gladiola. I love these because they open up beautifully and they're pink and white, and anyway, they're just cool, I think. And I'm going to trim them down, put them right into the back of my vase, like this. And a trick about gladiolas is you want to pull off the very top little bud here, and that helps the rest of the gladiolas open up. All right, so I'm what we call pinching the top here, and that's going to help all the blossoms come out, and these ones have already started. So I'm just going to stick them here. All right, now for my big sort of focal flower, I chose Esperance roses. These are one of my favorite roses in general because they're big and open and gorgeous, and I love that they mean hope in French, which I think is a nice sentiment for Valentine's Day, excuse me, or really any day. Who can't use a little hope, right? So they're big and open and great. If you get them and they aren't going to be quite this large, mine have been opening for a few days, just wait because they will continue to open up in your house. And you may need to pull the guard petals off the side of some of the roses. These petals get a little junky, and so we just trim them off, okay, by pulling them off the sides. Don't be disparaged or upset if you see a guard petal with some brown on it. Just pull it off. It's really easy. And I think mine are ready to go here. So I trimmed them down, I pulled off any greenery that was on there, and now I'm going to give them a little snip, stick this in, all right, and this is sort of a cool idea they do up in New York a lot, and actually comes from sort of garden style arrangement that's been around for a long time, where you cluster flowers together. And that's what we're doing here, is clustering the roses in front. Then we've got our gladiolas in the back. Let's see if I can get this straight. Then our orchids flying out. Now, of course, I can't really see anything here. I'll turn this. All right. This is one of those things you kind of have to see from the front, which I'm, of course, not able to do so well. And now what I want to do to sort of lift my roses up is take my remaining 2 aspidistra leaves and do a little trick that I've done before here, is just pull the stem over, plop this in right through the center there, and then I'm going to stick it in like this to sort of lift my roses up a little bit. All right, this is looking better. See that? All right, now for my bear grass. I have some cool bear grass here, and I'm going to put some of it in just the way it comes, which is really upright. These flowers don't stop attacking me. Hold on here. And I'm just going to put this in the back and plop it right in there. Then I'm going to do one other trick with the bear grass, particularly to Valentine's Day. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I thought it was very cute. One of our H Bloom employees thought of this. Well, I did it, and she said it looks just like a heart, so we're gonna do it that way, which is to take the bear grass in your hand, flip it this way, flip it that way, and we have a bear grass heart to be sticking out of our arrangement. And then what I'm going to do here is I've got it in my hand in my heart shape, and now I'm going, excuse me, to wrap it with just a teeny bit of wire. You could use tape if you had tape at home. You could use a rubber band. You can use anything, okay, to sort of secure this stuff into this heart shape. Voila. Turn this off. Stick my heart coming out of here. Cool. That's my Valentine's Day theme look here, but again, I think it would be nice for any day. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I've got 3 stems of this incredible Hypericum Magical Flare, which is such a cool name and also kind of a fun one for Valentine's Day, a little magic, never heard. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut the lateral pieces off and save these for my mini arrangement, which you'll see. So I'm trimming these down, trimming here. I think I'll save those ones on there. Let me get rid of this one though. All right. And maybe one more piece. You hear a phone ringing in the background. That's just, daily life here. And now I'm going to stick my berries right down in here, my 3 berries, for the last little finishing touch. All right, one more piece. Got to pull up my bear grass heart. These things going. And I think I've got my arrangement looking pretty good here. Let me move it out of the way. And let me do my last little bit, which is a tiny vase, which I like to have these in the bathroom or bedside table or just sitting around. I filled it up with some M&Ms, and I've got my water tube here that is from the James Story Orchid. I just stuck my clippers in there to pare it down a little bit and to make the hole bigger. And I'm sticking in my little bits of James Story Hypericum, and then I'm just going to plop this right down into my candy jar here. And I think it looks pretty cute. Plus you could sneak a M&M too if you want, which I've been doing all week. So anyway, I hope you enjoy your flowers this week, and happy Valentine's Day.